Hey Scrub Codes and Scrubber here. Welcome back or welcome to my Save the World Hero Ability concept videos. The series was something I started a while ago where I would take a Battle Royale skin and give them an ability they would have in Save the World related to their character or that would fit the theme of their character. Now, I haven't done anything like this in a while. I haven't made videos in a while because I just never really had the motivation to. But I thought today, let's throw this all together. I want to throw this all together mainly because I thought a lot of these were good ideas, and if they're added to the game, I know this will never get any, and this won't get popular enough for the devs for Save the World to see it. But if they somehow do, right? If they somehow do, these will increase the amount of different options we have in the game to tune your hero loadout to the way you like playing. Anyways, with that intro done, let's get into it with the first skin. First skin we're talking about today is Battlehawk. Lefty righty has a 15% chance of causing an explosion when killing an enemy. So basically, the kill would have it would just be a normal kill, but when you have that 15% chance using your ability lefty righty to cause an explosion, which would be, let's say, half tile radius, and that explosion would be like whatever other explosions are in the game like that, like Wukong, like whatever his, like take Wukong's perk in your support, and that will be what it is if you have Battlehawk in your support, basically. That'll just help tune your build to the way you want. Maybe you want a whole bunch of AOE damage. There you go. You'd have Battlehawk to help with that. And you have other characters that help with that, like Buccaneer Ramirez, that sort of thing. Anyways, let's move on to the second skin here. Technique. Shockwave leaves wet paint on the ground, making Huss slip. So if you ever used Monks with her kunai, you know what the bananas do. They make the Huss slip. They launch it, like the Huss is launched to the air and they get dizzy once they hit the ground. It will be the same thing with Technique. However, you have to do Shockwave and it makes a little area uh, less than the Shockwave, of course, because Shockwave is a pretty big radius. Let's say it's about half the radius. It's about half the radius of the Shockwave, and it'll leave wet paint, so you can have a little bit of area denial, just to prevent husks from going through, that sort of thing. It can be very useful for some missions, and other missions not. It'll just be kind of a meh thing, it's just to give a little area denial if you don't really have an Outlander, or there's certain husks like propane, so you just don't really want them to be throwing stuff really quick. So you can use anti-air traps, or you'd have Technique to stop their movement. Moving on to Zoe. Zoe, her perk would be Candy Heal, so 2 times more health. So you have weapons like the Ginger Blaster and the Candy Corn LMG. Basically, if you get with kills you get, it drops candy that you can use to refill your health. Zoe would just be more healing from those. So if you use those a lot and you use them a lot for healing, you'd want Zoe in your build so you can heal just a lot more with the candy. So in harder missions, you can pretty much go balls to the walls if you wanted to and just heal a lot. All right, moving on here to Valor. Dragon Slash dashes you in any direction you look at. So basically, that would mean you can dash up and down. That's all it had. You'd be able to dash up and down, which would be, I guess you could use it for increased height, or if you're on top of a build and there's somebody like right below about to hit, or there's like a propane about like below about to explode, about to do this little explodey thing, you can just dash right off and get him instead of having to drop down and dash. It'll just save a little more time. Um, that's really all I got for Valor. All right, moving on. Squad leader increases minigun movement speed by 40%. The reason why I bring minigun movement speed into things, you are really slow if you have a minigun build and you're using your minigun, you are really slow, and that doesn't work for some missions. I know it'll make your minigun build slightly less It'd be a little worse than what it could be, but you'd be able to actually move with squad leader having the minigun. However, so I don't know. It's kind of something you got to take with a grain of salt there. Uh, it would be a nice change to be able to move, but you just won't do enough damage, or you won't have like survivalists to heal with your kills. Moving on to Omega here. Lefty righty deals 15% extra energy damage. So if you use Carbide, his lasers are energy damage. So if you have Omega, you just be dealing extra damage using Carbide. Basically, it's pretty much just for support. It'll also change the thing itself will also change his to energy, but they won't bounce or anything like that. It'll just be just laser bullets basically. So it won't do a lot, but it'll just be that extra boost if you do really love using the laser lefty righties. It'll just be an extra damage boost for you, so you can do a little bit more damage. And this one is, if you've seen my first one, if you see my first video in the series, playlist will be linked down below. You'd know what this does already, but we're going to be talking about the Visitor. The Visitor's perk would be he can teleport to his frag grenade. Just be for an extra movement option. I would like something like that. I think it'd be more of a unique thing. It sort of fits his character with like rifts and all that. And then he has a little cosmetic change. For the tiny instrument of death, the missile changes to the Season 4/Season X rocket. I think that would just be a neat little change, seeing that little rocket flying around. Oh, hey, that's familiar. I've seen that in one of the Battle Royale events, or I've seen that playing Season X. I think something like that would be kind of cool, just to add, just as a little cosmetic change that won't affect gameplay. Alright, that's it. There's your look at my hero ability concepts for Season 4. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, if you mind dropping a like and like maybe a comment, that'd be great. I don't upload a lot, so when I don't upload a lot, the YouTube algorithm just kind of it doesn't work out for people who don't upload a lot. So if you'd mind doing that, that'd be great. And tell me what you think of these abilities in the comments below and all that. All right. I'll see you Scrub Cubs in the next video, whatever it is. See ya.